Hello, experimental psychology students. This is week 2 of the fall 2022 semester. My name is Mary DeZindalet, the instructor for the course. As you know, you've been watching the lectures by Dr. Will Stern. He created this course and has such great lectures. I'm using those. However, I'll be posting videos throughout the semester for key points and for clarification and such. Well, we're off to a good start. All but one person completed the pre-test quiz last week, and all but one person introduced themselves in the discussion board. Now this week, the second week of class, you actually will need to do the first assignment, which is the CD training. And so the purpose of this video is to give you a little bit of instruction of the CD training. Let me share the screen and show you what I'm talking about. So right now I'm in the course materials unit 1 for week 2, August 22nd to the 28th. And you'll be able to see all of the lecture slides and the great lectures that Dr. Will Stern created. These lectures are really what the exams are based on. The lectures go over to the textbook, and the textbook and the lectures align really well, especially the lectures align really well to the exams. So I highly recommend that you watch all of the lectures. But by the end of this week at 11:59 p.m., you need to turn in your assignment 1, the CD training. This assignment becomes really important because most of you are psychology majors, I think all but 2 of you. And so after you are done with this course and you are in a grade of C or higher, and you are in a grade of C or higher in applied quantitative methods, you'll be ready to take psychological research. And when you take psychological research, you and your classmates will get into small groups. You'll come up with a topic that you're interested in. You'll do a literature review on that topic, come up with a research question from that, really narrow in on some hypotheses. You're going to design an experiment. You'll learn how to design experiments in this course. You'll design an experiment to test that hypothesis. Then you'll actually collect data, and then you'll analyze the data with what you learned in applied quantitative methods and quantitative analysis and interpretation. And then you'll write it up as an APA paper, and you'll do a presentation on it, a poster presentation, as though you were at an APA conference. But in order for you to collect data, you will need to get permission from the University of Oklahoma's Institutional Review Board, the IRB. And OU requires all people who are involved in an experiment to be CD trained before they will approve a project. So their IRB will not approve a project unless everyone who's an experimenter on the project or helping with the project has gone through this CD training. Rather than having you do this as part of the psychological research course that already has tons and tons in it, we put it in our experimental psychology course, and it fits really well here. So the whole purpose of the CD training is to make sure that you are trained in the ethics of research. And so let me just show you I want to walk through how you're going to set this up. So following these instructions, you're going to go to the CD website. So you'll click on this right here. When you do that, you'll get to this screen. And you can see in the top of the screen in blue, it says login. You're going to go over here to register. Now, after you register, anytime you go in, you can go right to login. But you'll click register. Then you'll come down here and it says select your organization affiliation. As a Cameron University student, Cameron is under the Board of Regents of the University of Oklahoma. So as a Cameron University student, you are affiliated with the University of Oklahoma. So we're going to type here, University of Oklahoma. And then you're going to click on University of Oklahoma. Don't click on the University of Oklahoma Health Science Center. So click on University of Oklahoma. And when you do, it'll show you the terms of service and the privacy policy. You'll read those, and if you agree, you'll agree to those. And then you affirm that you are indeed a Cameron University student, meaning that you're affiliate of University of Oklahoma. So you'll check this, and then it says create a CD program account. And that's what you're going to want to do. So you'll click on that, you'll put in your first name, your last name, your email address twice, a secondary email address if you want, and then you continue to step 3. And from here out, you're not going to have any problems getting to it. So, or if you do have any problems, please call me. My number is 580-581-2315. I look forward to getting to know you this semester. Already those introductions were great. I was amazed at how many of you live in the Lawton area, even though it's an online class. Most of you are here. Some of you are moving back and forth from Puerto Rico, or you just moved here from Alabama, or you're just moved here from California, or you're about to move to California. Lots of mobile people, but the majority of you actually live here in Lawton or the Lawton area, and it seems like you're taking other classes face to face. So that was kind of interesting. If you ever need me, I'm in Nance Boyer 1017, and you can make an appointment or come by during my office hours. Even if you're going to come by during my office hours, I'd recommend letting me know so that if there's another student that's planning to come during that time, you're not stuck out in the hallway waiting for me. I think we're going to have a great semester. Several of you are either pregnant or have really young babies. So I think it'll be interesting how many examples that we come up with can be relevant to infants and small children. Well, I look forward to getting to know all of you better as the semester goes on. And I hope you enjoy experimental psychology. For me, this was the course that made me want to study psychology. I had gone undergrad to Skidmore College in upstate New York to teach 3-year-olds. And I loved the classes, did really well on the essays and the multiple choice portions of the exams, wrote papers, was loving it, till they put us our second semester sophomore year in a room with actual 3-year-olds. And I was a disaster. I hated it. And I wasn't good at it. My classmates who I could out test and out essay, they were over there like outside showing the kids leaves in these very meaningful moments. And I looked, and me and the kids, we were all jumping the leaves. So I was like, this is not for me. And then I entered this, what am I going to major in? I have no idea. And I ended up in an experimental psych class because as part of the education, I needed to take general psych and developmental psych, lifespan, human growth and development. And when I was one of the last people to be able to enroll, back then you had to pick a number, and I got a really low number. So I was one of the last people to enroll, and almost everything was full. And so that's how I ended up in experimental psychology. And when I was taking it, I mean, it was like, oh, I felt like the clouds parted, and I was like, this is what God created me to do. I love doing experiments. I've always been a truth seeker, and in experimental psychology, you become an expert in the scientific method, and you become really good at truth seeking through this method. And there are other great methods to truth seek, but this is one that I love. And so it's such a great course. I love this class. So I hope you love it too. And we should have fun getting to know one another. Call me if you have any questions again, 580-581-2315, or email me, maryd@cameron.edu or marydz@cameron.edu. They both work. Thank you. Bye.